It's a special day at the mall. There are balloons and it is bustling with people. Some are here to make a purchase while others are here to hang out and enjoy some convenient food. But for you, you're here just watching people. Amidst the crowd, a bright green light flashes followed by a heavy rumble. Next thing you know, you hear screaming, blood is splattered, and people are pinned to the walls. But through the sound of chaos, you hear a monstrous roar. The game begins an hour after the mall was shut down due to some unknown creature causing havoc. I am an officer who is being sent in to hunt this creature. After acquiring the tools to do so, they close the mall entrance shutter to seal me in with the creature. Immediately, I see blood splatters on the ceilings and walls. It is eerily quiet for the town's bustling mall. It wasn't too long as I continued further in that the scene got bloodier. Someone was crushed by a vending machine on the escalator, and others were pinned up against the wall amongst piles of meat. Entering a hastily barricaded burger restaurant, I see a survivor cowering against a hole in the wall. Approaching him, he begged for my help, but he heard the creature approaching. Then all of a sudden, he was dragged through the hole of the wall. Observing the scene, there were many people speared by these spikes. The staff room was locked, but I found a key on one of the tables. The room was clean and untouched by the disaster out there. I found a note detailing the employees present today. One employee named Josh was out today since his dad was having something special happen at work. I wonder if their work had anything to do with the disaster that occurred here. The other end of the staff room led past the collapsed part of the mall. Eventually, I found a good place to set up my bait to lure the creature to me. As soon as I placed down the bait, the creature let out a roar and was closing in on my position. As I hid nearby, the air got thick with a red hue and I could feel the creature's heavy footsteps. Once the creature got to my bait, I came out of hiding and took a couple shots at the creature. It tried to approach me but then decided to run away further into the mall. I chased after it, but I stopped due to a call from my captain. They got a paleontologist for me to describe what I see at the scene. She summed that the creature in there with me was from the Triassic period and was called a Hastervenator, the spear hunter. It can grow large keratin quills and shoot them through its mouth, and aiming for the neck should help me prevent it from doing so. With that sudden stop, the creature for sure has a head start away from me. Using the same trick, I placed the bait and hid away until the creature showed itself. The same as before happened as the air thickened with a red hue and its heavy footsteps closed in. Once it took a few bites from the bait, I landed a couple shots and it ran away again. This time I rushed after the creature and followed the blood trail leading into the restroom. Entering it, the blood trail was from a person and not from the creature. Checking the bathroom stalls, I found Bosco the big munch clown hiding and in shock. Leaving the bathroom, the creature tried to ambush me, but I scared it away just like before. The captain called in to check in on me and to provide me on new info. The paleontologist on the line informed me that I wouldn't be able to kill it alone. I was to lure it out so we can finish it off together. This creature was identified as a female, since the male versions aren't able to produce the quills, which meant it is most likely created a nest in the nearby garden store. The plan was for me to steal the creature's egg and lure it to my fellow police officers to finish it off. I found a vent that would lead me to the garden store, but it was screwed shut. I looked around to find a tool needed and ended up in a VHS store. The VHS store had a crude jump scare set up for their cutout to scare customers. Reading a note on the counter, one of the employees had apparently been hiding snacks in the nearby vent, so to stop him from snacking in the vents, they hid the screwdriver behind an arcade machine. After getting the screwdriver, I cautiously made my way back to the vent, and just like the note said, the vent was indeed filled with snacks. While crawling through the vents, I found a survivor cowering in the vents. He begged me to leave him alone, so I continued without him. I fell into the garden store and saw the creature's egg. I reported back in and was given instructions where to go. Taking the egg, I quickly left the garden store, but behind me was the creature rushing towards me. I took shots at the creature to slow it down. Eventually, I found the staff corridor and had to run through this cluttered area all the while the creature was quickly closing in. Just when I saw my fellow officers in position, I was grabbed by the creature. It was getting ready to shoot one of its deadly quills at me, but I was saved by my fellow officers just in time. 2 hours later, the egg that I had secured was being transported. It ended up in some facility for the DPRG, most likely for some testing and research. When we thought it was all over, the egg began to crack. Thank you all for watching my recap of the Bloody Mall. Saw a second one is in the works, so I'm excited to play that one. But until then, consider liking and subscribing, and leave a comment that you like dinosaurs.